justice to our survivors is at the police. And it is very sad that today a survivor is required to pay between 1,000 and 3,000 Kenya shillings to acquire a P3 form. I would request that this service be rendered free of charge. These rules we are launching here today are a testament to our commitment to protecting the rights and well-being of every Kenyan, irrespective of their circumstances. Statistics from the Kenya Demographic and Health Survey of 2022 indicate that over 40% of women have experienced physical or sexual intimate partner violence in their lifetime. Moreover, the survey demonstrates that 43% of women and 35% of men believe that a man is justified to beat his wife. 51% of women and 40% of men agreed that wife beating is justified. These are the worrying trends with us today.
Nearly half of the females aged between 18 to 24 years, and more than half of the males, experience childhood violence. And among them, 15.6% of the females also experience childhood violence. That tells us nearly 2/3 experience multiple violence, such as sexual, beating, and a lot of it. That as the Ministry of Labor, we have the Convention 190, which is harassment and violence in the place of work. The President has given us directions to be able to ratify this Convention C-190. We are yet to start the ratification as a country, but we've been able to table that convention before the Labor Board, which was put in office just the other day. Analysis will be done, and I want to promise that we should be able to do it in this new financial year. These rules will indeed go a long way in strengthening the current mechanisms for the protection of victims of domestic violence. Domestic violence, as the other presenters have talked about, poses detrimental effects to the victims.
We know that domestic violence is really on the rise, and we saw its ugly face during the pandemic. We also cannot just talk domestic violence, we have to look at gender-based violence as a whole. And when I talk gender-based violence, I'm talking about the teenage pregnancies, which when we met His Excellency the President, he told us we need to address teenage pregnancies. And of course, there is no way to address teenage pregnancies if we deny our children comprehensive sex education. When we talk about gender-based violence, we also talk about rape, and we talk about sodomy, and we talk about all other crimes that are related to sexual gender-based violence.